Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My dear students, Assalamu alaikum. You are watching Math with Yasir Arfat, and we have to discuss 10 top most important MCQs of vector for second year. So here, the unit vector in the direction of r is equals to here I, j, and k. We have to find out the unit vector here. So first we have to take out its modulus here, that is x square, y square, and z square. So that is a square, 1 square, and 1, 1, and 1. So the coefficient here, that is radical 3. So here we have to find out the unit vector. So when we have to divide by 1 over 3 with the vector, we will get the unit vector here. So that means 1 over 3 I plus j plus k. This is the correct option of C part is correct here. That is C part. So the C option is correct. So this is the method how to find out the unit vector here. Now come to the second MCQs here. That is, if A and B are two vectors and they are perpendicular to each other, then their product will be equal to 0. If we have to take out the dot product of two vectors, it is equal to 0. That means those two vectors are perpendicular to each other. So the C option of the second MCQ is correct here. Question says, for what value of A, the vector A and B are perpendicular to each other? Here, dear students, if two vectors are perpendicular, then we have discussed that the dot product between those two vectors will be equal to 0 if they are perpendicular to each other. So that means here the vector A is given 2i, 2j plus k, dot vector dot 2aj and plus 4k. So there is no I component here. So when we have to find equal to 0 because they are perpendicular. So when we have to find out the dot product here, so the coefficient of I component will be equals to the coefficient of I component. So here the coefficient of I component is 2, and in the second vector we don't have I component, so it will be 0. Then the coefficient of j component multiplied by the coefficient of j component in the second vector, and 1 multiplied by 4 equal to 0. So this factor will be equal to 0, and this is 2 2s are 4 a, and this is 4 1s are 4 equal to 0. So a is equals to minus 4. This will be cancelled out to this one. So the value of a, it is equals to minus 1. So the A option is correct here in the third MCQs. A option is correct. Now here question says, if two vectors where A is not equal to 0 and B is not equal to 0, then A dot B will be equal to 0 when the vectors are perpendicular to each other. When the vectors are perpendicular to each other, then their dot product will be equal to 0. Now dear students, come to the next point here. If B is equals to the modulus of P1, P2, where P1 and P2 is given to you. So here we have to find out P1 and P2. That can be written P2 minus P1 with respect to origin. So here P2 means 3, 1, minus 2, and minus 1, 0, 0. So when we have to subtract this one, 3 minus 1, that is 2, 1 minus 0, 2 minus 2, 0, minus 2 in the order pair. Now we have to take out its modulus here. So 2 square means 4, 1 square means 1, minus 2 square means 4, and the result is radical 9, and the radical 9 means 3. So the B option for the sixth MCQs is correct here. So the here C option is correct of the fifth MCQs here. We were talking about the fifth MCQs here. Now here we have to find out the magnitude here. So the magnitude we have to calculate x square plus y square plus z square in the radical. The same situation here, dear students. That is minus radical 5 So 1 plus 3 plus 5, 5 plus 3 8 plus 1 9. So the result is 3. So B option is correct for the 6th MCQs here. Now come to the 7th MCQs. A dot B cross C will be equal to A cross B dot C. The D option is correct for the 7th MCQs here. So here come to the 8th MCQs. If three vectors A, B, C are coplanar, then this will be equal to 0. That will be equal to 0. The unit vector I can be expressed in the form of 1, 0, 0. So the B part is correct for the 9th MCQs here. Now come to the last MCQs, that is the 10th MCQs here. A and B are any two vectors, then A minus B cross A plus B, it will be equals to 2 times of A vector cross B vector. So the D option is correct for the 10th MCQs here. Thank you so much, dear students. If you like this video, please share it and subscribe my channel Math with Yasir Fat. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.